Hello, Rebels, and welcome to Virtual New Student Orientation. We're going to get started with some trivia in just a few minutes at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In between now and then, go ahead and pop into the chat. Make sure that you're signed in because we are going to use that feature for the trivia, okay? And let's start things off by talking about our Starbucks orders. I'm waiting for my coffee to kick in. What do you get? I get a sweet cream cold brew. See, you can tell it hasn't even kicked in because I'm like stumbling over my words still. It's okay. Type down in the chat what your Starbucks order is. Let's get a conversation going. And we'll start trivia in just a few minutes. Aloha Rebels, welcome to virtual new student orientation. So we're going to get started with some trivia in just a couple of minutes. We're starting that at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure that you're logged into the chat because we are going to use that chat feature for one of the bonus trivia questions. Just a little bit of a heads up, okay? So let's get the ball rolling. Let's talk about something. Let's have a little bit of a conversation. I want to know, what is your favorite beach in Hawaii? What's the best one? I have never been, but I want to go so bad, and I want to know where I want to go to have like some amazing, like maybe beachside drinks and lounge and maybe see some sea creatures and stuff. Where's the best place to do that? Type it down in the chat for me, all right? And we'll get started in just a little bit. What's up, Rebels, and welcome to Virtual New Student Orientation. Okay, so I just learned this phrase, and I'm gonna try it, and I'm really, really scared, okay? So help me out with the pronunciation. Aloha kakayaka. Did I do it? I don't know. Did I do it? I think I did. Aloha, Rebels. Make sure that you are logged into the chat because we're gonna start some trivia in just a few minutes, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna use the chat feature for one of the questions, so make sure that you're logged in there. And just to make sure, send me like a little bit of a hello. Let's have a conversation. We were talking about beaches earlier. I tried to make a conversation about Starbucks, but nobody was really feeling that. So what's your favorite version of Starbucks in Hawaii? I don't know. Then what do you get? What's your favorite order? Let's just talk about it in the chat. All right, and we're gonna start trivia in just a few seconds. All right, so are y'all ready for some UNLV trivia? Be sure you've joined the chat so you can participate. We're gonna use this feature throughout the program, and we'll also have a bonus question in a few minutes, and the winner's gonna get a really cool UNLV swag prize. All right, so here we go. Question number 1, what are the official colors of UNLV? Is it A, silver and black, B, scarlet and gray, or C, gray and red? Once again, what are the official colors of UNLV? Is it A, silver and black, B, scarlet and gray, or C, gray and red? And we're off to the polls. Let's see. Got a lot of votes coming in for scarlet and gray, a couple of gray and red. We've got 1 silver and black. I love that. All right. And the poll is going to be closing pretty soon here. And the answer is B, scarlet and gray. All right, I know, a little bit of a trick question because my shirt is gray and red. It's fine. All right, question number 2. What's the name of the arena that is home of the Runnin' Rebels basketball team? Is it A, the Thomas and Mack Center, B, Allegiant Stadium, or C, the Cox Pavilion? All right. One more time. What is the name of the arena that is the home of the Runnin' Rebels basketball team? Is it A, the Thomas and Mack Center, B, Allegiant Stadium, or C, the Cox Pavilion? And we're heading over to the polls. We've got a couple of votes for Allegiant Stadium. Nobody thinks it's the Cox Pavilion. That's interesting. And we've got quite a few votes for the Thomas and Mack Center. Oh, we've got 1 vote for Cox Pavilion. All right. And closing out that poll. And the answer is A, the Thomas and Mack Center. Actually, one of my favorite experiences as a Rebel before I even was a student here was going to see a Runnin' Rebels basketball game at the Thomas and Mack Center, and I am so excited to see another one. It was amazing. And some fun facts about the other stadiums. So Allegiant Stadium is the brand new home of UNLV football and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Cox Pavilion is home to the Mountain West champion UNLV volleyball team. And students get free tickets to all UNLV Rebels home games, so be sure to activate your student ticket account and join the rebellion. All right, question number 3. Approximately how many registered student clubs and organizations are at UNLV? Is it A, 200, B, 300, or C, 400? Now, there are academic organizations, multicultural organizations, fraternities, sororities, sports, service, and even special interests like Society of Lightsaber Duelists, or SOLD for short, the pizza enthusiasts. There's an archery club, Disney club, clubs for gamers, and so many more. But approximately how many clubs are there? Is it A, 200, B, 300, or C, 400? And we're going to the polls. Got a couple of votes for 200, few for 300. Oh, and a lot of you are saying 400. And let's see, the answer is 400. Oh my goodness, we have so many opportunities to choose from. And you can search for opportunities through the UNLV Involvement Center. Students can also start their own club or organization if they don't find one that fits their unique interests. Like, I'm one of the founding members of the Phi Beta Professional Arts Fraternity. Go figure. Now we're moving on to the bonus trivia question, and the winner will win a really cool Rebel swag prize. Like I said, we're going to be using the chat for this question, so the first person to type in the correct answer will win the prize. All right, here we go. What year was UNLV founded? Let's go over to the chat. Let's see what people are saying. Anybody want to take a stab at it? What year was UNLV founded? I'll give you a hint. There's a 1 before the number. There's a 1 at the beginning of the number. So, and do we have? All right, and we have a winner. And Kiana, my apologies if I butcher your name, but Kiana, congratulations, you are the winner. You are correct and got the answer first. UNLV was founded on September 10th, 1957 to be exact. Kiana, please reach out to orientation@unlv.edu with your mailing address so we can get you a really cool swag prize. All right? Thanks, y'all, for participating. Now, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to your amazing host, Ryan, to get your new student orientation started.
Alrighty, aloha kikaiaka Rebels. Welcome to UNLV's new Hawaii student orientation. We are thrilled to be here with you today to celebrate your achievements and officially welcome you to the Rebel family. Now, as you enter into the next phase of your life, you'll be joining a vibrant and highly diverse community of students, faculty, and staff who are anxious to get to know you, the newest members of our Rebel family. Now, over the past year, this world has changed drastically, but clearly that hasn't stopped you from charging ahead just by showing up today by whatever means possible, and wherever you're joining us from, especially for this morning, for your virtual orientation, you're showing a tremendous amount of strength, determination, and courage. And you have already shown what it truly means to be a Rebel. And at UNLV, Rebel stands for problem solving, for making impact, and for a lot of other things as well. Since joining UNLV as a student, and now as an alum, I have really come to understand what community really means here on campus. Now, our entire world has been thrusted into uncertainty, and we're navigating a new future together. We're fighting a virus, we're advocating for social justice, and we're demonstrating that we will prevail stronger than ever before. And I'm more proud than ever today to be a Rebel, and I'm truly thrilled that all of you are joining us here today. Now, my name is Ryan Romero. I'm a proud UNLV alum and your orientation host and admissions counselor here on campus. I am excited to introduce you to people from all across campus who are going to share their perspectives with you And I like to kick things off by going back over to my co-host, Nisa, to learn a little bit more about her. So Nisa, take it away.
Thank you so much, Ryan. My name is Nisa, and I will be entering my second year here at UNLV. And I am a theater major, and I was accepted to the stage and screen acting concentration. And I'm also a film minor. And I'm from Palmdale, California. And if you have no idea where that is, I'm from Los Angeles, California. And I'm so happy to be your co-host on this very important day and to officially welcome you to UNLV. We have a diverse community of over 30,000 students coming from over 70 different countries and all 50 states that can't wait to meet you. Ryan and I want to kick things off by learning a little bit more about you and your fellow classmates that are with us here today. So take a moment to share where you're joining us from in the chat. Back to you, Ryan.
Alrighty, thank you, Nisa. So while you all are sharing a little bit more about yourselves, I'm going to pass it over to a good friend I've gotten to know quite a few years and a colleague of mine. You may recognize his email, but it is Woody Hoshibata. Woody, take it away. Now, Woody, I'm going to go ahead and introduce him a little bit. He is your UNLV admissions counselor. He's also going to share a little bit more about his story as well. So I jumped the gun on that one. My apologies, but now, Woody, take it away.
Thanks, Ryan. Every year I'm asked to share a few words to the newest members of the Rebel family. Typically, we would be at Moanalua Middle School for a formal welcome. Instead, you get to enjoy this from the comfort of your own home today. Every year I mumble, what a year, but honestly, what a year it has been. It feels appropriate to mention that COVID-19 has drastically changed the course of many events. However, I hope you find it deep within to keep your head up and continue to focus on your next big goal approaching. In the next few meets, we'll meet again on campus and officially celebrate you and the rest of your freshman class. You are now a Rebel, and I can't explain to you how much pride that comes with, because these next few years will be one of the best times of your lives. And that statement is really up to you to live by. I wish I could stand up here and give you all the answers to have a successful transition into college. But instead, I will share with you several events in my life that allowed me to have a successful transition into college, retain and receive my bachelor and master's degree as a first-generation college student. And in return, I hope that it'll help you gain the most out of your time here at UNLV. All of my accomplishments, victories, and whirlwinds of ups and downs have shaped me into who I am today. So giving you the answers is the easy way out. It's now your turn to challenge yourself and to grow. Being a Rebel means facing challenges you may have never thought you would encounter. And in return, you will continue to achieve great success. Just like this thumb drive, these next 4 years is really up to you to create and write your own answers to life. I want to take you back several years ago when I was in your shoes. Many of us have that one teacher that impacted us one way or another. For me, it was Miss Tosaka. For all 4 years of high school, I enrolled into the Health Services Academy. I was interested in pursuing medicine at the time and loved this idea of helping people. Miss Tosaka had 9 students total that took her class for all 4 years from 2009 to 2012. And I think it's safe to say that she was actually stuck with us. But on the last day of school, she gave us each a thumb drive as a graduation present. I was thinking 4 years and we only get a thumb drive, not even a final lunch at Zippy's. But what blew my mind was a thought that she put into this small device. Believe it or not, this tool has helped me get to where I am today. She created a folder on my thumb drive with accomplishments and awards I achieved, personal essays worth keeping, and pictures from HOSA and so many events. But what took me back was the Word document labeled Answers to Life. I remember plugging this thumb drive into my computer thinking, this is it. This will give me all the answers to have a successful transition after high school. I was hoping to find a full page of notes and tips to help me transition into college, maybe how to file taxes, how to rent an apartment, or even coupon and save money. But instead, the document was blank. Today, I have several pages of notes and ideas that I've jotted down. Some of the lines are filled with quotes from professors, key topics, readings that stood out to me, and even personal notes for my own self to grow and learn. This is Miss Tosaka and I at graduation. I don't cry much, but the moment that I saw her, my memories rushed all back to me. As a first-generation college student, I relied on her the most to help me prepare for college. She was a teacher that propelled me forward and helped me when I could not rely on my parents. She remains as a mother figure to so many students, but she will always be that teacher that saw a big and bright future for all of us. Instead of giving me the answers to everything, she truly believed that I needed to discover them for myself. We all want the answers to life. If we get the answers, we don't have to worry about anything. But what I learned from these past 5 notes in my thumb drive is that the answers will not come easy. I want to challenge you to find your own answers to life as you establish the next 4 years here in Las Vegas. Keep an open mind when it comes to your academics and your future, and don't be afraid to say yes to all the opportunities. So I started this idea of going to college that I wanted to help people. However, the capacity of that statement is so broad that so many careers fit this mode. So instead, I took the time to reflect on my interests and skills to identify a major that best fits me. I came across the Human Services Counseling program in the College of Education. And that's when I learned and realized that helping people was not only in medicine, but in an array of different disciplines. During my second year at UNLV, I learned a lot about mental health issues and various topics in marriage and family therapy and substance abuse counseling. It was not until my junior and senior year when my passion turned into action. I interned with a social service agency called WestCare here in Las Vegas. WestCare is a residential facility treatment center focusing on reuniting with their children. I had the opportunity to shadow and work with counselors from various backgrounds while applying my skills I was learning in all of my courses. The following semester, I decided to use my counseling skills and work with a different population. I interned at the Academic Success Center coaching spot, and again, this is when my passion for helping turned into another growing opportunity. We helped students identify different learning strategies while developing soft skills to persist in college. I quickly identified the population that I hope to work with moving forward, college students. After this internship, I knew my journey in higher education was not complete. I decided to take another leap of faith again and pursue a master's degree. In the spring of 2016, I received an email that truly changed my life. I had the opportunity to join a group of professionals in education that share a common interest, student success. As a first-generation college student, I knew I wanted to use my counseling skills to work with other students and families from underrepresented communities. I wanted to help students and families understand the college-going process, and this is when I found light in the Gear Up program. Gear Up, which stands for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs, was my very first role in guiding students to explore higher education opportunities. I created a college prep program and resources for 22 schools in the state of Nevada. One of my biggest accomplishments was a Junior Scholars Program. The goal for the program was to introduce college curriculum, learn about the college application process, and resources at UNLV. I selected 14 students in high schools across the state of Nevada to participate in this special program, and each of them had the opportunity to enroll into a political science course and earn college credits with me. The following year, I also had another opportunity to create another program for transitioning freshman students. I thought back to my own senior year in high school as I prepared to leave for college. I remembered having so many questions about the university, questions about moving away for the first time, and questions about growing up. So that's when I created the Gear Up Mentoring Program. The peer mentoring program focused on connecting first-year college students with upperclassmen. I was able to hire 4 student mentors to work with 22 first-year college students. They offered assistance in navigating college, identifying resources, developing their soft skills and learning strategies, and making the most out of their college experience. I know this past year and a half didn't go accordingly to plan. However, I know that rebels take chances and will rise to any occasion. This is a picture of me at graduation. 6 total years of dedication to academia, 6 total years of perseverance and grit. Now it's your turn. Not many students can say they completed senior year virtually and had to adjust in a matter of days. You are resilient, you are brave, and I can't wait to see a new class of rebels that are hungry for success. I hope that you hold on to this image as you begin your next journey at UNLV. I can't wait to see all of the amazing things you accomplish during your time here. Moving forward, I challenge you to immerse yourself into the opportunities and step outside of your comfort zone. Meet new people and make lasting connections. You'll be glad that you did. Your UNLV journey starts today.
I always love that video, and I can't wait for all of you to experience this amazing campus and community.
Good news, UNLV is planning for the majority of courses to be offered in person and for all campus offices to be open for in-person services.
We have placed the health and safety of our students, faculty, and staff at the forefront, and we will continue to monitor public health guidelines related to COVID-19. I know you would all love to be on campus right now, but I assure you, we have a pretty good virtual orientation in store for you today, and virtual programs all throughout the summer to make sure that you're ready to be a rebel come this fall semester. So let's go ahead and get started with an overview of your virtual orientation program. I'm going to pass that back over to our co-host Nisa to break it down for you.
Thanks, Ryan. So the first half of your virtual orientation will take place right here in the UNLV TV live event. First, you'll hear a welcome message from our UNLV president. Next, you'll hear a great presentation from Woody called 808 to 702, Welcome to the 9th Island. After that, you'll hear from our amazing student speaker about her UNLV experience. Then you'll join us in celebrating your official I Am a Rebel moment and learn more about the community that you're joining. Next, you'll hear about the Evalu Club, a student organization that you can join to find your fit before you make the big move to UNLV. After that, you'll hear from some of our awesome orientation leaders and learn how to stay connected throughout the summer. Then you'll get to hear from our provost and listen to the Creating Your Future presentation. After that presentation, you'll be able to ask Hawaii panel questions about student life at UNLV. We'll wrap up the live event in the first half of your orientation with things you'll need to do to get ready for your first semester. Then the second half of your orientation will take place in Web Campus, which is UNLV's official online learning system. Ryan and I will dismiss you after this live event when it's time to head over to Web Campus, okay? So don't jump the gun, stay here, okay? You'll begin with joining a live interactive presentation with your academic advisor. During this presentation, you'll learn more about your major, resources, and involvement opportunities within your college and get your fall semester class schedule. After this live presentation, you are required to complete the new Student Orientation Web Campus course. You'll need to pass the quiz to successfully earn your college badge. I know, you haven't even stepped foot on campus and we're already giving you quizzes. You'll end the day at orientation group meetup with your orientation leader, academic advisors, and fellow classmates. Join to get your questions answered and celebrate your first day as a rebel. Back to you, Ryan.
Alrighty, thank you. So the first speaker you'll hear from today is our UNLV president, Dr. Keith E. Whitfield. I've actually gotten an opportunity to meet him, and he's a pretty great guy. So when you all get to meet him, go up, introduce yourselves. You will love to get to know the newest members of our UNLV family. Now for today, he has a video message that will welcome all of you to this special day. So be sure to jot down some of his words of advice, maybe in the chat.
Let's check it out.
Welcome to UNLV. I'm Keith Whitfield. I know you must be excited for this new journey you're starting. You might even feel a bit apprehensive. I've been on the same road that you're now beginning, and it's both thrilling and a little scary. Just know that you're not alone. You're part of a vibrant and highly diverse community filled with people invested in your academic and personal success. My best advice is to tap into the many resources we have at UNLV. Reach out to your professors and advisors for guidance. Share your goals and challenges and ask for their insights in navigating your academic career. I struggled during my first semester in college and even considered dropping out. I didn't know what the problem was, but I reached out to an academic advisor who helped me realize I needed to work on my time management. I went from questioning whether I belonged in college to earning my bachelor's, then a master's, and a PhD. And now I'm a president of this outstanding university. As with any great endeavor, you'll encounter challenges on your path to graduation. We all do. Never hesitate to ask for help. One other thing I really want you to do is to get involved beyond your classes. We have more than 350 student groups and many opportunities to connect with peers, even virtually, who share your interests and passions. These connections will strengthen your skills and form a network of professional contacts and lifelong friendships. Today, you join a community of researchers, innovators, and inventors, of artists, creators, and community problem solvers. No matter what your degree path, we're here to help you. I encourage you today to commit to face any challenge head-on and make it to commencement day. I can't wait to celebrate your success, and welcome to UNLV.
It's so great to hear from you, President Whitfield, and hear more about our community you are joining. Transitioning into college is a big step, moving to a new location is a much bigger leap. I want you to know that the support will also continue on here for you at UNLV. You'll be welcomed by a robust and diverse student body, faculty and staff members, as we welcome you with open arms to the Rebel family. 8 perspectives, 1 destination continues to be the motto for the UNLV Evalu Club on campus. We continue to share similar cultural practices with each other, although our students come from different islands. Whether you're from the town of Hilo, Haleiwa, Waimea, Lahaina Luna, or even Pahoa, we know that these perspectives make us unique. One destination is referred to as the 9th island of Las Vegas. We understand that this is a destination or a 9th island that allows us to come together as one because our students represent our Hawaiian islands. You may already know the common nickname for Las Vegas. With many cultural representations and hidden gems in the Las Vegas Valley, no wonder we continue to see aloha culture spreading vastly here. This is the true homesickness remedy for our Hawaii students. Although you may find yourself calling home every Sunday night, I hope that you'll immerse yourself into the blended cultures of Las Vegas and continue to share your love of Hawaii with others. Here in Las Vegas, you'll find much comfort in the friendly faces, foods, and cultural practices you grew up with in Hawaii. This is what makes Las Vegas unique for Hawaii students like no other. To be able to attend college in a new environment, but also have that Hawaiian culture at your fingertips is the reason our students continue to thrive and stay here. Be sure to keep an open eye for the annual Ho'olaulea, Pure Aloha, and endless cultural gatherings within the Las Vegas Hawaiian Civic Club. It is also safe to say that the California Hotel may just be the spot you'll get to reunite with mom, dad, auntie, uncle, and cousin when they come to visit. As one of the leaders in the hospitality industry, downtown Las Vegas has a hotel catered to our Hawaii population. You may have a visitor every other month with grandma or grandpa or friends stopping in for vacation. Sometimes it's hard to miss home when you have the cultural foods available to you all day. Surrounding UNLV are hidden gems that are worth paying attention to, and especially when you need a taste of home. You'll find an abundance of local Hawaiian restaurants. When you look at a map of Las Vegas, I am sure you'll come across several restaurants that you grew up with. To keep the 9th island rich with opportunities, we have a Zippy's slated to open and many other mom and pop restaurants. Near campus, you'll find Aloha Kitchen with plate lunch options and spam musubis, a Hawaiian-owned poke shop with Korean fried chicken, and right in the dining commons, you'll find white sticky rice that's similar to the way mom cooked. While many students leaving Hawaii for the first time to attend college all across the nation are scrambling to eat one last musubi or one last poke bowl, our students get to enjoy this all year around. So no need to make a list of places to eat. We got you covered here in Las Vegas. Our students from Hawaii continue to have numerous opportunities as the valley continues to expand and grow. The Southern Nevada region continues to increase in infrastructure and opportunities to develop vast skills at such a young age. I hope you'll take note of all the developments happening all around you when you finally make your way into Las Vegas in August. Similar to Hawaii, Las Vegas continues to grow immensely with professional sports teams such as the Las Vegas Raiders and Golden Knights playing in the valley, hotels and casinos expanding, and such innovative businesses coming to the town. The opportunities for students after college is great here in the 9th island. Just like how you call Hawaii home, I'm certain this Las Vegas island will be the next place you call home as well. Now I'm going to pass it back to our co-hosts so you can hear about these amazing opportunities from a UNLV student.
Thanks, Woody, for all of your amazing insight and advice. And also, shout out to people in the chat right now. Jolay mentioned the oxtail soup at the California. It is fire. It is so good. It's one of my favorites. Oh, and Jeremiah, you were asking if there's AC in the dorms. Pretty sure it would be illegal if they didn't have AC. It gets to be about like 115 out here, okay? Okay, so now I want to introduce you to one of my fellow classmates so she can share her story with all of you. Olivia Checky is a senior studying political sciences and a member of the UNLV Honors College. Olivia is joining us today from Studio B. Olivia, it's so great to see you, and I love that dress, girl. Take it away.
Thank you all so much. I'm so excited to be here with you at your new student orientation. The world is your oyster is a phrase that often gets thrown around to cement the idea that this world is full of limitless opportunities. And even though life is short in the grand scheme of things, I recognize now that this phrase holds true. Now, a relatively simple quote like this one wouldn't have stuck with me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even early last year. However, it gained an entirely new meaning when I heard it from my grandfather. You see, my grandfather is a really big reason as to why I'm here. He grew up with little to nothing, but education paved the way for him to become an incredibly successful lawyer and an even better man. Whether he was marching for civil rights during a time when it wasn't popular to do so, or just sitting around the dinner table with his family, he never failed to inspire me. I lost my grandfather right as we went into lockdown last year, but I find peace in cherishing memories and his words. Words specifically have a lot of power to them. The world is your oyster are words that came when I need to hear them the most during the confusion and change that is college. When you're taking the next steps in your life that will translate to a career, it can be easy to get lost in the road mapping and check boxes that come with planning your future. It can be good to plan things. I did a lot of planning when I was in your position. I remember going to my own new student orientation and thinking about all of the ways in which I could make my college experience perfect. For me, it would be 4 years, planned and prepared for in virtually every aspect. Again, planning can be good, but you may not find your perfect college experience that way. That being said, these next few years will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to shape who you are as a person and what you want out of this world. Now's the time to find what drives and inspires you. More than that though, now's the time to take advantage of anything that fascinates you, even if you didn't see it coming. Because here, the world really is your oyster. You have so much ahead of you and everything is only beginning. Even if an ambition seems like a far-fetched dream, now is the time to make it your reality. Your opportunities here are unlimited, and you are free to think outside of the box or beyond any molds you may have created for yourself. You can think of college as your opportunity to pursue anything and everything that fuels your fire. In my time at UNLV, I've had to view the world as my oyster to make the most out of my experience here. And with this, I realized that it is okay for your journey in higher education to have moments of positive unpredictability. For example, I decided to pursue a degree in political science thinking that the only logical career result would be one in law. It would be secure and it would follow a clear path. I would focus on my GPA, study for the LSAT, get into a really good law school, and spend the rest of my life fighting for the rights of others. It would be just like my grandfather did. I was obsessed with this concept of having a structure that laid everything out for me. However, the world is more flexible than you think, and while structures can be helpful for some, I quickly realized that this structure just wasn't meant for me. I got to a point where I had to consider that there are more opportunities than just the ones I was already familiar with before entering college. While the law definitely interested me, I knew it wasn't something that kept me up at night with genuine excitement. Once I began to take advantage of the resources and opportunities here, I grew past the idea that a political science degree would limit me to a career in law. From there, I knew that I could embrace the wealth of knowledge that came with my major and figure out what really drives me. And since then, I've been pretty successful in figuring out my truest passions. I took a public policy class through Brookings Public Policy minor on a whim because a close friend recommended it to me. And quite frankly, I had the elective space, so why not? I spent the entire semester researching higher education policy and reform, and I found that it really intrigued me. I became fascinated with this concept of big structural change and felt inspired because I knew that there were and still are things to fight for, specifically for students like us. Now, I am incredibly lucky to work as a student researcher for Brookings Mountain West, a public policy think tank that connects UNLV to the Washington, D.C.-based Brookings Institution. Brookings gives me the opportunity to study important policy issues that impact Las Vegas, Nevada, and the broader Mountain West region. More than that, though, I've made connections with empowering people who ended up becoming some of my best friends. I've made memories, immersed myself in work that fascinates me, and found people who feel like home. And hard work pays off. I am also so excited to share that I will be interning with the Brookings Institution's Metropolitan Policy Program in Washington, D.C. this summer, albeit remotely. While I have been blessed with many incredible opportunities here at UNLV, I wouldn't have made it to this point without the serious understanding that there are endless possibilities out there. Today, you may have an idea of certain degrees that will lead to certain outcomes. There's a lot of validity to this. The important thing to remember, however, is that you have a lot of different options to choose from, following a lot of different paths that can be taken. After all, positive risks can be a really, really good thing. One of my favorite positive risks that I took happened relatively early during my UNLV career, but it was one that definitely changed my life for the better. In January 2019, I decided I wanted to represent the College of Liberal Arts as a student senator through CSUN, our student government here at UNLV. With barely any time at this university under my belt, I was really testing my luck. However, I presented before the undergraduate senate with a simple message that remains true to this day. I wanted to help students. One of my greatest privileges was serving as a senator for the College of Liberal Arts for 1.5 years. And just this past spring, I concluded my service as the Senate President for our legislative body. As you take all of this in, ask yourself, how can you explore your wildest dreams and make the most out of your time here? What empowers you? You may be the first person in your family to attend college. On the other hand, you may seek a different college experience than your family before you. You may be sitting here with the goal of making previous generations proud. I relate to that one, as I was in your shoes just a few years ago hoping to make my grandfather proud. I still carry that with me every single day. Regardless of what you want to study, where you see yourself in 10 years, or how you hope to get involved on campus, you have a place here at UNLV. Your journey starts today, and you have an entire community that is ready to help you every step of the way. This school will give you the opportunity to explore your most insane fantasies, learn from incredible faculty, and make a name for yourself. There will be numerous outlets through which you can discover the best version of who you aspire to be. With this, you must keep an open mind, take necessary risks, and remember that anything is possible. You have plenty of time and countless chances. So find what fuels your fire and never let that fire burn out. Welcome to the Rebel family.
Olivia, thank you so much, and I truly always love seeing that polka dot dress you got. Okay, Rebels, this is your official I'm a Rebel moment. I am so excited for all of you to officially join this Rebel family. Now, pull out your phones, jump on social media, and share this special moment with your friends, family, new students, community members, and your fellow classmates that are joining us here today. What I recommend is maybe taking a screenshot of where you are, of the screen you see, either on your phone, computer, tablet, iPad, whatever you're on, because you're definitely going to want to have that moment a year from now when your phone's like, hey, remember what you were doing a year ago? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to post about that. But right now, take a picture, take a selfie, and when you do take a picture, make sure to post it online and use the hashtag UNLVbound and tag UNLV admission so we can see all those great pictures that you have out there. But let's go ahead and celebrate your first day as a Rebel with the UNLV fight song. So you can sing this at sporting events or maybe even just on your way to class one day. But I'm so glad to be the first ones to be able to sing this with you. So here we go. Alrighty, Rebels, welcome to UNLV. Yay! Welcome. Back over to my co-host now.
Welcome to the Rebel family. Can't wait to see some of your posts. Be sure to use the hashtag UNLVbound and tag at UNLV admissions so we can feature you. So let's check out a few pictures that some students have posted so far. And it looks like we've got a lot of graduation pictures. I'm here for it. That's what I'm excited for. Still have to wait till 2024 though. Oh, awesome. I love that UNLV hoodie. I actually have that one. Hashtag UNLVbound. Keep them coming. We love to see it. Now, one cool thing about being a new Rebel is getting new Rebel swag. Thanks to our wonderful sponsor, Silver State Schools Credit Union, we're going to be sending all of you who officially complete your orientation today one of these new student orientation swag packages. So they're going to come in a bag like this one here. And in it, you're going to get an LV Rebels sticker. We've got an I Am a Rebel t-shirt. I love it. We've got a mask and a lanyard, and actually I still have my lanyard from my orientation last year. Helps me not to lose my keys. I lose my keys all of the time. It's a problem. All right. And in fact, Ryan is modeling all of these cool items for you.
Indeed I am. I do a quick change for you also, and I forgot to show you, but I have these shoes as well, these red shoes that I love. But now that you're officially a Rebel, we wanted to share a video about the Rebel community that you're joining. So let's check it out together.
Welcome to UNLV. This is who we are. UNLV student body represents a fantastic mix of identities. We're multi-generational, multicultural, multiracial, and multi-talented. We have one of the most affirmative and dynamic campuses in the country. We pride ourselves in celebrating the diversity of our students, faculty, and staff. We embrace equity and inclusion as core values by listening to others with an open mind and supporting each other in our differences. And we're focused on providing transformative experiences. So, as a university, we offer a robust mix of opportunities to marry academic pursuits with personal interest and community service. We provide a wealth of resources to help you thrive during your time at UNLV. We're here to help you create your future through personal and academic growth.
We are UNLV. We are an amazing community of life experiences, racial and ethnic diversity, sexual orientations, religious beliefs, political ideologies, and many other identities. Looking for a way to build connections on campus in our current virtual context? Maybe you're finding it difficult to connect with your fellow UNLV community. You can always start by checking out 3 important websites: Student Diversity and Social Justice, Student Involvement, and The Intersection. You can find dozens of ways to get involved, get to know people whose experiences are often different than your own. Open yourself to new perspectives and share something of yourself with others. Step outside of your comfort zone with personal growth and development. Make the most of your experience through involvement opportunities by belonging to a student organization you'll find and build lasting connections with, and obviously contributing to a better UNLV community.
UNLV is an opportunity. Moving toward professional and personal fulfillment means learning how to work, create, and discover together. Exploring the unknown may be daunting, but we have each other and lots of resources to help along the way. We can learn to conquer difficulties through critical reflection, openness, and begin to build and strengthen relationships that lead to change and foster understanding and inclusivity. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the UNLV family. Welcome to your future.
We are so thrilled to have you join the Rebel family and can't wait to see what you'll contribute during your time here and continue to make a better community for all of us. Now, you're probably wondering, where do you begin to meet new other students joining our Rebel family in the UNLV community? And how will you find your fit? The UNLV Valu Club is the best place to start.
Thanks, Woody. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelsiana Caselli, and I am the president of the UNLV Valu Club. A little bit about myself before I start. I'm originally from Hilo, but I spent most of my life growing up in Waipahu. I'm currently in my senior year. I will be graduating in December with my degree in criminal justice and psychology. This is my 3rd year holding this position as president, but once I graduate, we will be moving on from there. And yeah, so a little bit about the club itself. So our motto is E walu mana'o ho'okahi wahi e hele aku, which loosely translates to 8 perspectives, 1 destination. And what that means is bringing together all the different perspectives of all the different islands, all the different people who are here, and kind of integrating them. So through our community service activities, socials, and other events, our objective is to share our traditions and way of life, our culture, and build strong relationships with the Pacific Island students on campus, as well as the Las Vegas community. So although we are the Hawaii Club, we do touch bases on other Pacific Island cultures and not just Hawaiian culture. But yeah, and another main thing that I always like to stress is we always act as a home away from home for all the Hawaii students. They're more than welcome to commit to many other organizations on campus. We're just kind of that club that they can come to, fall back on whenever they're missing home or they just want to hang out with, you know, people who share commonalities from where they come from. But right now, I want to introduce you guys to the rest of my executive board, starting with my Vice President, Pola'o.
Aloha everyone, my name is Pola'o Yim and I'm from Kailua Kona, Hawaii. I'm a graphics design and media major, and fall 2021 will be the beginning of my 3rd year at UNLV this year. As Kelsey said, I'm the current vice president of the Evalu Club, and That means some of my responsibilities include, scheduling club activities and just working with Kelsey to make sure the club runs smoothly. I always grew up really involved in my Hawaiian culture and identity, and UNLV is a great place to meet a bunch of other people, and it's very diverse. But then also I was feeling a little lost my first year, and so that's why I decided to join Evalu Club. I wanted to be around like-minded people, people who grew up in the same way as I did, and I found that through the Evalu Club. I'm really grateful to the Evalu Club because I was able to, meet these like-minded people, and they became a support for me. And so as vice president, I hope that I can extend the same comfort to you. Also, I wanted to go over some quick club mails with you guys. Upon joining our club, there is an initial membership fee of $25. Included in this membership fee are free intramural sports, discounts on social events, and a club t-shirt that you'll get once you join. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the fall.
Hi everyone, my name is Casey Amane and I am from Ewa Beach, Hawaii. This is my first semester in nursing school and I'm the treasurer for Evalu, and I basically handle like all of the club's finances. This club means a lot to me because when I first came here I was really homesick and I didn't have many friends, but this club helped me meet new people and I've gotten connected to a lot of people, and I look forward to getting to know all of you guys. Thank you.
Aloha everyone, my name is Bryden Kauai, but you can call me Bry. I come from the island of Kauai in a small town called Hanamaulu. This beginning fall 2021 semester marks my beginning of my third year at UNLV. I'm pursuing in hospitality management and later on want to focus on the events business specifically. I am amongst this fabulous people in the club. I'm the secretary, and some of my duties include, of course, taking minutes at meetings, but also ensuring that communication between the executive board and the club members is clear and precise, as well as working amongst these fabulous people to make sure that all of our events and our meetings run smoothly and that you guys have the best experience that you can possibly deserve or have at UNLV. And being a part of this fantabulous club, it means the world to me because like Pola'a, Kelsiana, and Casey, homesickness is a real thing. And any person from Hawaii going away to college can testify on this too. The homesickness hits you once in your life, especially during your freshman year. So this club was kind of like my home away from home. And I'm just so very blessed that I found this family that I can go to and work with and hang out with, make memories. And overall, we're just super excited. I know things are still kind of iffy with the pandemic and all. I will be online again my fall semester, but I can't wait to meet each and every one of you in January for spring 2022. So until then, have a fantabulous rest of your day.
Wow, that was really good, Bri. Anyways, how's it, everybody? My name is Chris Ralsa, and I am the event coordinator for this amazing club. I'm from Alimanu, which is next to Aloha Stadium. And just like our wonderful vice president, secretary, and luau coordinator, I will also be starting my third year this fall. As of right now, I just recently declared my major as a mechanical engineer, and I'm not excited, but great. And hopefully I can minor in computer science as well, because that's pretty cool. As a event coordinator, I coordinate events, I also coordinate socials, like barbecues, roller skatings, even like shopping trips, but depending on COVID, we'll, see about that. I also coordinate volunteering opportunities and also fundraising. The reason why I joined the club was because I wanted to meet new people. Of course I like dancing and just learning about our culture. But when you leave home for a bit, you tend to miss a few things and you kind of take things for granted, which is why you should definitely join the club. For me, I just needed that support group just like everyone else. And yeah, just it really became a family to me, and I'm really, really grateful for them. So yes, thank you for your time, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys at our first meeting. Take care.
Thank you guys for all sharing. So unfortunately, there are 2 other executive board members that were unable to join us today, but I do want to talk a little bit about what they do. So first is Ren Kaneshiro. He is our creative director. He handles all our social media. He is our club photographer, videographer. He puts together and handles all like our technical content. And mentioning that, you can also follow us on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Everything is at UNLV Evalu Club. And we also have a website, which is evaluclub.com, that you can contact us through there or receive updates, our newsletter, everything's up there. And then our other executive board member is our luau coordinator. So as Chris kind of mentioned with our events, one of our largest events at the end of every spring semester is our luau, our annual luau. Unfortunately, last year we did have to cancel it due to the pandemic, but this year we are hoping to get things back up and running. So with that being said, Kealoha is going to reach out to the students and see if anyone is interested. We like to have our entire club participate in some way, shape, or form, even if you're not a dancer yourself, or if you want to learn how to dance. A lot of people, it's their first time, and we just start with the basics, you know, teach them from there. It's a whole about 6-month process of preparing for luau. But if dancing is not your forte, you can always help with decorations, organizing, setup, breakdown, whatever it is we may need help with. Yeah, so keep a lookout for those updates on the date and when we'll be sharing that. But other than that, we'd like to thank you all for taking this time to learn a little bit about ourselves and our Evalu Ohana. Just know that with us here at UNLV, you always have a family and a home away from home. We look forward to seeing you all in the fall.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelsiana. Just a few things to kind of touch upon. I know, Bri, we're going to be missing you in the fall semester, and you're going to be joining us up here in the spring. I'm sure a lot of our Hawaii students who are coming in right now for this fall are definitely going to be joining our club and organizations here on campus with the Evalu Club, but I'm sure they're going to be eager to meet you once you join us in the spring semester. I do want to thank Kelsiana and for you folks joining in with us. I do have one question for some of you folks on here. What is the best way to get in touch with you folks? Is it through email? Is it through phone calls? Are we expecting maybe a meeting on the first week of school? What can we take a look at?
I can actually answer that. So really quick, the best and quickest way to contact us is through our email, which is evaluclub@unlv.com. Other than that, our social media, Instagram, Twitter, you can also direct message us through there, and we'll respond fairly quickly. But Woody will be sending out all of our information to you. So if you ever need to contact us, my phone number will be on there as well if you want to speak to me directly.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelsiana. Thank you, Evalu Club, for sharing the opportunities that await our new students who are joining us from Hawaii this year. Now I'm going to pass it back to our co-host in the UNLV TV studio. Take it away, Nisa.
Awesome. The Evalu Club is such a great way to get involved and find your fit. Be sure to join. And I'm sure you're also wondering about other opportunities to get involved and stay connected throughout the summer before you make the big move to the 9th island. Well, I have good news for you. That is exactly what we as orientation leaders are here for. You already have a friend at UNLV, and we want to be there to answer your questions, connect you with other incoming students, provide you with campus resources and involvement opportunities, and really just have fun. So a few of us made this quick video so you learn a little bit more about what we do. Let's check it out.
Welcome to the Rebel family. We're excited you're here, and we want to tell you a bit about ourselves. We're your orientation leaders. As your orientation leaders, we're here to answer any questions that you may have about UNLV, and we'll be reaching out throughout the summer in emails and phone calls just to check in with you.
Getting ready to start college can be a little intimidating. We've been in your shoes and we're here for you. We can help with questions about what to expect your first few weeks of classes, share information about all of the resources and involvement opportunities, how to prepare for your first semester, or maybe you just want to talk about our experience being part of the Rebel community.
Stay connected with us this summer. We'll be hosting Monday meetups so you can meet up with your fellow freshmen, get to know each other better, and talk about any questions that you may have. And to keep in touch, you can join our incoming freshman Facebook group and read our blog, The Rebel Rundown. We'll also be hosting summer transition event series that are mandatory for all freshmen to attend. They include information on student life and community and student support and academic enrichment. We'll also be hosting 2 additional sessions with information on residential housing and paying for college that we highly recommend.
If you want to know more about each of us, check out our bios on the Orientation Leader staff page of the UNLV Orientation website. And don't forget, we're here for you. Anytime you have questions for us or want to talk about life as a rebel, just reach out. Man, I love that background music, and I love our team. Your orientation leader will be reaching out to you throughout the summer through email, and we'll be calling you too. So if you get a phone call from a 702 number, pick up the phone. It's probably me or somebody calling you. Let's have a conversation and check your email often, not just because you're in college now and officially adulting, but because we will also be sending you lots of super helpful info and links to join our virtual Monday meetups. We can't wait to get to know you better this summer.
Alrighty, I truly agree that we have an awesome team all across the admissions platform. So, and you already have friends here at UNLV. You have me, you have Woody, you have Nisa, so many people that look forward to meeting you. Alrighty, I think it's about time that we take a quick 5-minute break and can stretch, grab a coffee, check in with your dog, maybe dip your feet in the ocean if you want to, but or just post a picture kind of where you are. And if you do post a picture, make sure to use the hashtag UNLVbound and tag UNLV admissions. But we will be back here in 5 minutes sharp. Thanks. Alrighty, we're back. Hope you got a little stretch in and hope you enjoyed that calm and relaxing music. We definitely wanted you to have a few 5 minutes to kind of chill and relax because college can be stressful and we want you to know that self-care is important and it matters. And with that, we would love to hear in the chat if you want to write down what are some ways that you practice self-care? What are some ways that you really relax when you are in such high stressful moments? For me, I'm a huge runner. I actually go running about like 5 to 6 miles each morning. I'm actually looking at doing a marathon out in Hawaii in December. So that's kind of my way to do self-care. But I would love to see in the chat, go ahead and write down some ways that you practice self-care so that others can kind of build off of that when you all come to UNLV. While you all do that, let's jump right back into it. And I'm going to introduce you to your academic home here at UNLV. We're going to learn more about this from the person who oversees it. That's our Vice President and Provost, Dr. Chris Heavey. Let's check out this video he made for you all. So take it away, Dr. Heavey.
Hi, I'm Chris Heavey, the Executive Vice President and Provost of UNLV, and I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to the university. New student orientation is my second most favorite day in the life of the university because we get to welcome new members of the Rebel family. This university exists for you. All of us are here and all of the buildings and all of the facilities are here to support your success and to help you build the platform for the future that you want. So I hope you're excited to be here. We're certainly excited to welcome you. When I think about college, I think about it mostly as an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to learn things and to build skills that'll help you have the life that you want after you leave here. But as an opportunity, you need to make sure to take advantage of it. Make sure that you work hard in the classroom, learn and be prepared when you go to those classes, and ask for help when you need it. And especially look for opportunities outside of the classroom, because college can be so much more than just what you learn inside of classrooms. There's opportunities to get involved in research and opportunities to get involved in student organizations and clubs, opportunities within your college, across the whole university in the performing arts and the creative arts and many different things that you can do while you're here. It's an incredible playground of opportunities to enrich yourself. So be sure you go and look for some of those opportunities and make your college experience more than just what you get through your classes. I also want to say that you need to be prepared to be successful at the university because some of the things you're going to encounter are likely to be challenging. When I say new student orientation is my second most favorite day, my favorite day at the life of the university is graduation, when we celebrate you for what you've achieved as a student. You walk across the stage and your family and friends will clap for you and we'll shake your hand saying, congratulations, you've done it. You earned what you came here for. We know everyone who comes to the university has what it takes to be successful. The only question is, will you do what it takes to be successful? Work hard, overcome the challenges that you encounter, and ask for help. Because as I said, every person at this university is here to help support your success. So again, welcome. If you're coming to us as a new student fresh out of high school, we're excited, or if you're coming to us as a transfer student already versed in what college is like. Either way, we're here for you. We're excited for what you're going to be able to learn and do while you're at UNLV, and we encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity, persevere through any challenges that you encounter, ask for help when you need it, so that we can celebrate you as you walk across the stage on graduation day, having earned the degree you came here for. Welcome.
It's always so great to hear from Dr. Heavey, and I've been a part of the orientation team for a little bit now, and Dr. Heavey really does care about this day and invests so much into your success. Speaking of your success, let's talk about your academic success. I'm thrilled to introduce you to our next speakers who are joining us today in Studio B, on the other side of this wall, actually, in the UNLV TV studio. Two friends and colleagues of mine, Dr. Laurel Pritchard and Dr. Jeff Orgera. Take it away, Laurel.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, I'm Laurel Pritchard. I'm the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education here at UNLV.
Hi, I'm Jeff Orgera. I'm Associate Vice Provost for Student Success, and we're so glad that you're here with us today.
We're delighted to welcome you to your new student orientation. We call this presentation Creating Your Future, because that's what we believe you're here at UNLV to do.
New student orientation is a big step. It's the next phase of your life as an adult, and it's an exciting time for not only you, your family and supporters, but all of us here at UNLV. We love welcoming new students to the campus because we just know this academic journey is filled with so many important milestones. So just know you're in the driver's seat, but you're not alone. We're all here with you, staff, faculty, to make sure that you have a successful time here at UNLV.
Provost TV mentioned that his favorite day of the year is graduation day. And this is what graduation day at UNLV looks like. It's one of my favorite days too. And in just a few short years, you're going to be celebrating your graduation from UNLV. And it's going to be an epic journey from new student orientation day to graduation day. And like any epic journey, you're going to need the support of your family, friends, and of course, all the faculty and staff. You're going to need perseverance so you can stick through to the end, and you're going to need a plan. And so that's really what Jeff and I are here to talk to you about today. What are the things that we're doing to help you make that plan and stick to it? And what are the things that you can be doing to make sure you stay on a successful path and make it all the way to graduation day? Provost TV also talked about college as an opportunity. And we believe that UNLV offers some truly unique and exceptional opportunities to you as students. First, you have the opportunity to study at a top-tier research university. That means that our faculty are doing cutting-edge research and creative work in their fields, and you can be a part of it. So we really encourage you to explore that and get to know your faculty and what they do. You'll also have the opportunity to learn, participate, and even lead in one of the most diverse college campuses in the country. And by learning from other students who maybe come from very different backgrounds and have very different experiences than you, we think you'll be able to expand the way you think and explore new ideas and even become better communicators. So we hope that you explore all of these opportunities as you make your way into your first year at UNLV, because we think it will help you to launch into a very bright future. Speaking of that bright future, you may have already chosen a major, or maybe you haven't. That's okay. Either way, we've got you covered with your academic home in one of our colleges. So if you're still exploring, your home will be in the Academic Success Center. If you've chosen a major, your home will be in one of our other colleges. So for example, if you're majoring in computer science, you'll be part of our College of Engineering. So what is a college anyhow? Well, it's a community of faculty and staff who specialize in a particular academic area. It's led by a dean, and everybody who works in that college is there to help you learn and grow. And one of the support services that lives in your college that's really important is academic advising. You'll find your advisor in your academic advising center, and we encourage you to visit them early and often. So now that you know what a college is, we'd like to know which college you're planning to join. So go ahead and type into the chat which of our colleges you're planning to join in the fall. So you'll learn a lot of really specific information in your major and in your college. But that's not all you need to learn in college. There are a lot of other more general, transferable skills that we want to make sure that you have. We call those the ULOs, or University Undergraduate Learning Outcomes. These are the skills and knowledge that we expect every single UNLV graduate to have. As you can see, these aren't specific to any field. They're very general, they're very transferable, and importantly, employers value them. They're things like communication, citizenship and ethics, cultural knowledge and awareness, and critical thinking. So you'll start to see these emphasized in your first year seminar that you'll take in your first or second semester. You'll also see them in your general education courses and even some emphasis in the courses in your major. We've also developed some career competencies to go along with these so that you can extend your knowledge of the ULOs into skills you actually apply in the workplace. So now that I've talked a little bit about ways that we're supporting your experience at UNLV, Jeff's going to tell you more about what you can do to make the most of your time at UNLV.
So college, like life, is about getting better at things every day, whether it's your courses, what's going on in your courses, managing your money, your relationships, your emotions. So it's important to approach this experience at UNLV with a really open mindset, the idea that you're going to focus on improving your skills, whether it's in writing, mathematics, public speaking, you name it. The other thing to keep in mind is that you want to reflect on what you're learning and how you're learning, the time that you're spending on your studies, and how you can do better. So every assignment that you get back and every grade, you should be thinking about, how did I prepare for that and how can I do better next time? Think of the feedback that you're getting as constructive and as a way to make you improve, because you're going to change a lot in college over these next 4 years, and it's important to take all the feedback that you're getting and channel it into becoming a better person and investing in yourself. One way to help with that feedback and using it is to build your support network of faculty members, advisors, and always seek support from your classmates and the people around you. That promotes your grit and your resilience and your ability to pick yourself up and move forward in the face of challenges, which you will face in college. The last thing is to be curious. It's so important to be intellectually curious about what's going on in your classes, whether it's math or biology or public relations, whatever it may be. And you can be curious by not only asking questions in class, but asking questions of yourself about, why is this content important? Why does this matter? Okay, so a couple of things you can do to focus on getting better every day. Really, the success formula for college is being engaged, and that's being engaged in the classroom and outside of the classroom. I encourage you, like Dr. Heavey said, join clubs and organizations, seek out internships, find service learning opportunities that you can contribute and give back to our community. These things will make you a better student, and they'll help you synthesize what you're learning in the classroom, what's happening in the real world, so that you become a better student and contribute to society. Lastly, what can you do to celebrate your strengths? You have a lot of strengths and a lot of abilities that got you here to UNLV. So it's important to rely on those strengths and leverage them as you face your courses and face the experience here. It's so important to create a routine. So habits form quickly, so it's much better to form a positive habit, study skills, getting up for classes, spending time on task, so that way that gets solidified as your routine and not a bad habit. And then lastly, build support network with your academic advisors. I recommend one appointment with your academic advisor each semester before you register for classes, and also make an appointment with every faculty member to visit them during office hours. They're waiting there to work with you, help you learn, clarify assignments, and you get to learn about what their research interests are and their path in higher education, and they're the folks that can mentor you along in this journey. So the most important thing, seek balance in your life, both in school and in life, and you'll have a much better experience here at UNLV.
Fun fact, professors whose office hours you've been to write better letters of recommendation. So keep that in mind too. So we talked a little bit at the beginning of this presentation about graduation day. And as Jeff and I both emphasized, it's going to be a journey from today to graduation day, but we know that you can make it. You are going to face some challenges along the way. College, like anything else that's worth doing, is challenging. So when you have one of those days where you're up against something really tough and you say, I'm not sure I can do this, or do I really belong here? I want you to stop, close your eyes, and envision Who are you going to be on your graduation day? How will you have changed and grown? What will you have learned? And what will lie ahead of you? If you can envision that, you can do it. You can graduate from UNLV. We are so excited to have you here. We're already excited to celebrate your graduation in a few years. Thank you for choosing UNLV, and welcome.
Thanks, Dr. Pritchard and Dr. Orgera. Now that y'all know a little bit more about UNLV, we want you to get the chance to ask questions about life as a student at UNLV. Next up, you'll hear from a panel of current UNLV students and alum who came to UNLV from Hawaii, just like you. They'll share their student experience, tips, and words of advice. And we definitely want to hear your questions about student life at UNLV. Start sharing your questions in the chat and we'll see how many we have time to get to. I'm going to pass it over to Woody in Studio B to get this panel started. Woody, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Nisa. I have with me here today a group of fantabulous, as Bri would say, group of Hawaii students joining me here on this panel. I am going to have them introduce themselves with their first name and last name, their hometown that they grew up in and high school, their class standing, and their major. So take it away, Pola'a.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Pola'a Yim. I'm from Kailua Kona, Hawaii. And I graduated from Kamehameha Schools, Kapalama, in 2018. I'm currently in my third year at UNLV, and I'm a graphics design and media major.
Awesome. Let's go with Wyatt next.
Hello, everybody. My name is Wyatt Olivas, and I went to Waipalo High School, class of 2018. I'm currently studying comprehensive medical imaging, and I'm going to be a senior for the upcoming fall of 2021.
Bri?
Hi, everyone. Sorry about the little bit background noise, but Bri here again. I graduated from, or I live in Hanamaulu, and I graduated from Kauai High School. And I'm currently, this is my junior year at UNLV, and I'm majoring in hospitality management.
Last but not least, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Rausa. I live in Alimanu in Oahu. I graduated from Punahou School in the class of 2019. It's my third year at UNLV, and my major is mechanical engineering.
Awesome. Thank you, folks, for introducing yourselves. Now, I do want to open it up to you folks that are joining us live here today. If you do have any questions, feel free to jot them down into the chat feature, and we'll be able to spin around. But to kind of kick us off, I do want to kick it off with one special question of why did you choose UNLV? Feel free to jump on in. Let's go with Bri.
Okay, yeah. So I chose UNLV simply because I wanted to experience something completely new to me. I didn't want to go too far away from home because, you know, homesickness, I just can't deal. But and I didn't want it to, you know, be too close to home. I just wanted to find that median and still have a different experience. And so I want to say that my first year at UNLV was great. I learned that Las Vegas has a lot to offer, especially in the hospitality management or hospitality industry. And so overall, it's just a great environment, lots of new opportunities and lots of things to do. So that's why I joined UNLV. And because they have a great hospitality program, by the way, for any of you interested.
Awesome. Thanks, Bri, for sharing. Let's turn it over to Pola'a.
Similar to Bri, yeah, I wanted an experience outside of Hawaii. Even though I did go to a boarding school for most of my schooling life, you know, I never had been out of Hawaii before. And so I wanted to take that jump and see what was out there. But still, as we all know, Las Vegas has a very large Polynesian and Hawaiian community. And so I was able to kind of take that jump while also being around people who I'm still familiar with, cultures and that I'm still familiar with. And something that Brad didn't mention, but I wanted to mention because it's a real thing, is WUI. It's a real thing. We all know that money and scholarships are hard, but with the WUI scholarship, you know, I was able to come to UNLV and meet all these people, be a part of Evalu, and get those experiences that I wanted.
Thanks, Pala'a. And let's kick it over to Wyatt.
I chose UNLV deeply because I didn't want to go to Kapiolani Community College, which that's the only school back home that offers my major. And so I found UNLV, which they have bachelor's degree, and I didn't want to settle for associate's degree, so might as well jump into getting my bachelor's degree right away. So if anyone majoring in comprehensive medical imaging, I'm here for any help.
Thanks for sharing, Wyatt. One of the next questions that just came in was, what has been your most favorite experience so far here at UNLV and why? And feel free to jump in.
Can I start off? Okay, I'm going to mention this again. My most memorable experience at UNLV, I would have to say, would be joining the club of Evalu Club, because it was just a safe place for me. And coming from a small town, literally on Kauai, you know every single person as soon as you walk out of your door. And going off to someplace so ginormous and knowing only a handful of people was just kind of difficult, at least for the first couple of months. So finding UNLV was just my most memorable experience. And also, UNLV knows how to throw some big and exciting events like homecoming. That was really cool. It's totally different from our high school homecomings, which was very exciting to experience. So just experiencing the campus life is what I'm trying to say, is my most memorable experience. And going to like the strip and stuff was cool too.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Bri. And at UNLV, we have a ton of different events for you to definitely get joined in with. The Evalu Club is just one club on campus that has a lot of events as well, too, from their annual luau, participating and volunteering out here in the community. So there's truly something for you to join here at UNLV. Now, one of the next questions that came in was, how do you determine what you want to major in here at UNLV? Or was there any resources that you might have utilized, maybe talking to some friends or a counselor from back home? What are some of the resources you used?
I can go first. Hello. Oh, hello. For me, ironically, I just declared my major last semester, so I had my whole freshman year and half of sophomore year as to like not knowing what I wanted to do. And how I determined my major was by just exploring and also just talking to people. There are so many opportunities to try out new things, and I guess for my motto is that you don't have, or my bad, you have all the time in the world to, I guess, explore. So try new things. There are so many events and socials to, you know, meet new majors, meet new people. So yeah, that's my advice.
And what about you, Pola'a? How did you come about your major?
It's funny because just like Chris, I actually didn't officially declare my major until last year as well. I was originally an anthropology major for my first 2 years at UNLV. And I think like a lot of people, you know, COVID had given everyone a lot of time to sit and think. But mostly, I think one of the biggest things that you should think about when trying to determine your major is thinking about how you can find something that you enjoy and also the longevity of it. I think a big factor for me was that I really enjoy traveling, but I also love Hawaii and I wish to, you know, live here for most of my life. And so I wanted to choose something that I enjoy, like graphics design, but also understanding that it's something that is utilizable in anywhere I decide to live and go after I graduate from college. And so, yeah, like a good example would be like if you decide to do the study abroad program at UNLV. That's a really good way as well to kind of see what else is out there.
Thanks, Pala'a. And to kind of wrap up for us, one of the last questions that I did want to address with you folks today was, what advice would you give to a new student about how to make the most out of the Rebel experience? Let's hear from Wyatt.
Okay, so one advice that I would give is that you must seek balance between your personal life and your school life. Like, you can have all the fun and all that, but I would highly suggest that you get like a planner and all that. That is one thing that I learned, is that learning how to manage your time, because I also work on campus, which is a really good way to like get a job while being on campus, which school actually works really well with your schedule. But I think that if you get a planner, like what I do is like on a Sunday night, I would write all the things that I would want to do throughout the week. So I know what I'm expecting to do. So just in case something comes in the way, I know what day I should be putting in and all that. But yeah, just make friends. There's a lot of ways to make friends and all that. And there's a lot of things to do in school, but you must just take balance between your school and the things that you want to do in your personal time. Thank you.
I do want to open it up if anybody else wants to jump in. For any advice you would give a new student coming in to make their most out of their Rebel experience here at UNLV.
I just want to say, I know before our panel, they were going off like creating your future success. And they mentioned in that presentation a lot of the resources that UNLV has to offer. So I guess my advice to you would be to utilize as much of those resources as possible. There's a ginormous library there, like you can literally get lost in it. Use it. There's tutoring, there's writing center, like all of those things. And then for all of you gym lovers, oh my gosh, the gym is great as well. My favorite, the pool and the massage chairs in the wellness center, great, must try. But just take time for yourself, as well as know your importance in school, because as they mentioned, it can get super challenging over your journey. Like, you're playing with the big dogs now. This is no high school work. Like, it gets a little bit more complex. So just find that balance between school and personal life. But it doesn't always hurt to take some time to yourself. Good luck.
Chris, did you want to jump in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing. It's a little deep, but for me, one advice for the new students is to just do it. You know, you only have one shot. Maybe this is going to be your first and last time like in school before you get a real job. So try as many things as you can. Find that one job that you really want to do and just pursue it. Try out new things. Yeah, just go for it. You got this.
Thanks for sharing that, Chris. And like you mentioned earlier, we have so many different resources for you to help you navigate your time here at UNLV. And also, like Bryce said, don't be afraid to reach out for any help that you might need, whether it's the Academic Success Center to help you navigate finding your own major here at UNLV. I think there's also a common story here where some of us also changed our majors quite a few times throughout our time here at UNLV. And I think a good way to explore that is just by talking to other students that you meet here on campus. And Pala'a, did you maybe want to jump in to kind of share?
Yeah, I just wanted to give a little pieces of advice as well. I think something that's really important is to go and meet with your counselor, as you had brought up the Academic Success Center. It is recommended, as they said before, to go and see your counselor at least once a semester. But don't be afraid to go and talk to them as much as you need to. They really helped me solidify what my major was going to be. And, once you do decide what major you want, then they help work with you through the degree sheets and managing your schedule. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they give you lots of snacks too when you go. And I mean, besides that, I think one more important piece I want to give is you have time when it comes to changing your major. If you decide that this is not what you want to do, don't be afraid to, you know, take the necessary steps to find what you want to do. Nobody is pressuring you, nobody's pushing you to do something you don't want to do. It's all up to you and how hard you want to work towards whatever major you decide to pursue. So yeah.
Thank you, Pala'a. And I just have one last fun question. I'm sure my students are kind of eager to make their transition out here to Las Vegas, and I'm sure they're aware that we are such a foodie place out here. If you can share maybe with our students one of your very favorite places to eat out here in Las Vegas, and we'll kick it off with Bri first, and feel free to jump in.
My favorite question of the day. So, one rule that you need to know in Las Vegas is that the food places stay up late. Like, you can go at any time of the night. My favorite is Korean barbecue. And if you ever have the chance to try Huwaros, Hwaros, tell them I sent you.
Feel free to jump in, guys.
I would say that, like, I know for everyone who likes to like drinks boba and all that, like literally around campuses, there's like about like 5 boba places that you can visit and like complete the bingo card game if you're trying to do that. But there's also a lot of good places to eat sushi at. My favorite one would probably be Hanabi, which is like 20 minutes away from campus, but they're really good. But there are a lot of good places to eat at UNLV, I'm telling you guys.
For me, I mean, I don't really go out on campus that much, but the Commons, it's a pretty good place, you know. Like if you're dorming and you had that option to eat at the Commons, it's actually not bad. It's really good. I personally think like the sandwiches, chef's kiss. But otherwise, I think there are some good places outside, like a law kitchen and stuff like that, if you're missing home a bit. But yeah.
I would say, because I know like once you guys come here, like some of you guys are balling on a budget. You cannot be spending crazy kind of money. And a big problem I have you're just on campus and you just want to walk to find somewhere good. There's lots of eat around campus. There's also an acai bowl place right by the U that I really like to go to in the morning to get a quick acai bowl before my morning classes. It's called Bowlology. It's not too pricey, but it's still really filling and good.
Also, there's In-N-Out, like right by Tonopah dorming complex, and they're open to like 1. Just another tip.
Awesome. Thank you, you four, for taking the time to kind of share about your experiences here at UNLV. I do want to kick it over back to Nisa over in our studio to take it away for us.
All right, thank you, Woody, and thank you so much to our fantabulous, as Bri would say, student panelists. The conversation definitely doesn't stop here today. Be sure to reach out and connect with our orientation leaders throughout the summer. Okay, Ryan, I think it's about time to go over some next steps.
I absolutely agree. I am also on the mindset of what am I having for dinner now? So I was thinking In-N-Out. There's also Aloha Kitchen. I haven't been over there in a while, so stay tuned to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. But for now, we're going to go over some ways to prepare for your first semester at UNLV and the next steps you'll need to complete in order to finish your new student orientation. So we're going to go over a lot of information, but all the information I'm about to go over is in the new student orientation web campus course that you'll be completing after this live session. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so there are so many opportunities and resources available to you at UNLV that the staff and students are eager to share with you. The first one is going to be the Summer Transition Series virtual events. These take place on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays all summer long. Now let me break down some of the sessions for you. The first one's going to be on Monday. This is the Living on Campus session. So we look forward to welcoming you to your new home here on campus. So be sure to attend one of the Housing and Residential Life virtual info sessions that are offered every other Monday to learn more about how to prepare for the move-in process, understanding the roommate selection process, and then also hear about dining plan options and so much more. Take note of the important deadlines on the screen. All students with the first year housing requirement are expected to attend one of these sessions. So the next date that is coming up is the roommate selection process that just started. That started yesterday and goes all the way till the end of June. And then July is going to be the roommate selection process, the room selection process in July. And then the next one is going to be every Wednesday. We'll be hosting a variety of presentations and workshops to help you with paying for college. Now, I highly, highly recommend you attend these, and we'll be hosting sessions about scholarships, financial aid verification, savings, budgeting, tuitions, and payment plans. So many great topics that we have in store for you. And then on Fridays, we'll be hosting either a student life and campus community session or the student support and academic enrichment session. Now, all new UNLV students are required to attend both of these sessions. Let me break them down for you. The first one is the student life and community session. So this focuses on campus life and the benefits of getting involved, student diversity, and finding your sense of belonging here on campus. It will also include a breakout session followed by virtual fairs that feature our student organizations and highlight their involvement opportunities and how you all can find the organization that is best fit for you. Now, the other one is the student support and academic enrichment session. Now, this focuses on the importance of earning a degree, having a mentor, managing your time, and maintaining wellness. It also includes breakout sessions from the departments listed on your screen and the virtual fair. So tons of organizations and departments on the screen. So find the one that works the best for you and your journey here. Now you may be wondering, how do I become a part of all these great options on campus and go to the Summer Transition Series? Well, I'm glad you asked. You're going to go to the website listed on your screen to view the calendar and register for these sessions as soon as possible. I am very excited to share that when you fill out the survey after these sessions, you'll be entered into a drawing for a scholarship. And the picture you see on the screen is actually from one of the drawings that we had a few years ago. We'll be awarding this during an event called UNLV Creates. I'll be the one hosting that for you all this upcoming year, and I'll be the one pulling the magic tickets for the scholarships. I wish you all best of luck in that. Now, the next thing is going over your MyUNLV account. So it's important to check out your MyUNLV account often. It will be updated throughout your time here at UNLV, so make sure to check it out for various information in the tiles that we have in the Rebel Student homepage. Now let me break down some of the tiles that you should probably check out if you haven't checked them out already. The first one is going to be the task tile. So in the task tile, this is where you'll complete items on your to-do list and check for important messages in the communication center. Someone was actually asking earlier in the chat how they can find their admissions letter. You can find this in the communication center actually, and check it out and print it out as well. Now the next one I want to go over is the enrollment tile. So your class schedule is ready for you in the enrollment tile today. You'll hear much more about your schedule during the academic advising presentations. The next one is the financial aid tile. So for financial aid, this is where you can view and accept or decline your financial aid on there. And if you don't see anything on there and you're like, where is it? There may be, your financial aid may not be processed yet. So it's always good to check in with your admissions counselor on the financial aid as well. And the last one is the My Account tile. So you can view your balance and consider payment plan options in the on the My Account tile. So be sure to attend one of the UNLV tuition and payment option virtual info sessions offered on Wednesdays to learn more about this in My UNLV. Now the next one is immunization records. So students attending UNLV must meet the immunization requirements. These must be submitted before the start of your first semester. Submitting proof of the immunizations is done through the Self-Service Help Center as soon as possible to prevent any registration holds in the future. Now, the proof of the COVID-19 vaccine is not currently required in Nevada schools. While UNLV is not currently requiring the proof of the vaccine, we strongly encourage all students, faculty, and staff to get the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible. Now, FERPA is the Family Educational Right and Privacy Act. It's a federal law that is designed to protect your privacy as a student in your educational records. Some examples of the educational records include academic records, your financial records, and your student conduct file. You can choose to grant third-party access to your education records, for example, maybe your parents, legal guardians, siblings, spouses, in there as well. Now, the third-party access is managed through the My UNLV account as well. Next thing is Rebel Mail. So Rebel Mail is your UNLV student email. This is UNLV's official means of communication with you and is required for all students to use. The Rebel Mail is powered by Gmail and is also the way you get access to the wonderful tools in the Google Suite. Activate your Rebel Mail as soon as possible if you have not done so already. On the topic of free and secure components with UNLV, we have our Wi-Fi. It is free and secure for all UNLV students through the EduRoam network. Follow the online instructions on how to configure each of your devices. Once you set up EduRoam on that device, it will automatically connect in the future. Now, the next piece on online safety as well is Rebel Safe. So Rebel Safe is UNLV's official mobile safety app. You can download the app today on your mobile device. It will provide you with many features to help keep you safe. You'll see instructions on how to download the app and set it up, and more information about campus safety on your UNLV Web Campus course later today. Now, whether you're going to be commuting to campus or living on campus year-round, there are different parking permits available to meet your needs. A parking permit is required to park on campus. Purchasing your parking permit online is the best option to do when it becomes available starting on August 1st. And then the easiest way to get your textbooks is through your My UNLV account. So there's you can get your textbook list when it becomes available later in the summer when it gets closer to the start of the semester, so not quite yet. But when it does get closer, you'll be able to find your textbook list through the My Custom Textbook List button on your My UNLV enrollment tile. Now you can choose between other new books or used books, or even request to either buy or rent books from the UNLV bookstore. All right, we went over a lot of information, but we're going to go over just a little bit more as well. I'm going to pass it over to my co-host to let you know a little bit more how to get ready for your first semester from a current student to new students like you all. Back over to you.
Awesome. So are y'all interested in working on campus? Because there are a wide variety of student jobs available each year. Check out the UNLV Career Services website and begin searching for available job opportunities. Next, join the incoming class Facebook group. Stay connected with fellow Rebels and your orientation leaders. Be sure to join that today. Also, visit our student-run blog, The Rebel Rundown. This is an insider guide to UNLV filled with tips and advice from current students. Make sure to check it out this summer. Next up is my personal favorite. Be sure to activate your UNLV student ticket account and join the rebellion. UNLV Athletics is NCAA Division I and a member of the Mountain West Athletic Conference. As a student at UNLV, you get free tickets to all UNLV home games. This even includes access to the brand new Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and UNLV football. And I got to tour the Allegiant Stadium like last weekend. It's sick. I can't wait. All right, next up is your Rebel Card. Your Rebel Card is your official student ID for UNLV. Instructions about how to create your Rebel Card are included in the Web Campus course. You'll be completing that shortly. Then you'll receive more details about how to get your card after you create your ID online. Start your new life as a Rebel by diving into the spirit and pride of UNLV during Welcome Weeks. UNLV Creates is our big event that officially kicks off Welcome Weeks and your first day as a UNLV Rebel. Welcome Weeks is 6 weeks packed with events where you'll interact with fellow students, learn about campus life, and explore your new home at UNLV. More details about that will be sent to you later this summer. We can't wait to see you at the group meetup later today. I hope you were able to learn something new, and now I'm going to pass it back over to Ryan to wrap up this portion and get you off to your academic advising session.
Alrighty, sounds good. So you've finished the first half of your orientation with us today. Now it's time to go over how you're going to join the second half with your academic advisor in Web Campus. We got a lot more information to go through. So here we go. I'm going to provide you with a quick overview of what to expect during the second half of your orientation today. This will include a live virtual academic advising presentation. Then you'll complete the new student orientation course quiz, and then you'll finish by joining the orientation group meetup that you heard just a little bit about. Then you can access all this information in the session through the new student orientation course located in your Web Campus dashboard. Once you've logged into Web Campus, click on the new student orientation course. This course will appear next to your online pre-orientation course on your Web Campus dashboard. Now, this is different from your online pre-orientation, so be sure you click on the correct one. There are now two in there. There's the online pre-orientation and there's the new one that just popped up right now. So be sure if you checked a little bit ago and you're like, it's not there, refresh it. It should be on there now. You'll start by joining a live academic advising presentation, so be sure to join these sessions starting right at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so in about 15 minutes. The link to access this live session will be on the course homepage for the new student orientation course in the Web Campus dashboard. After the academic advising presentation, you'll need to complete the new student orientation course. You'll see the button for the course homepage that will allow you to get started. You must successfully complete the quiz and earn the badge today in order to complete the new student orientation course. The orientation hold on your My UNLV account will be removed 24 hours from now if and only if you complete the course today. After you complete the course quiz, you'll then end the day with the orientation group meetup. The meetup begins at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and is available until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The link to access the live meetup is located on the congratulations page after you successfully complete the course quiz. During the meetup, you'll meet with fellow classmates and you'll get your questions answered from an academic advisor. So if you have questions about your schedule, hang out until that time with your academic advisor in the group meetup. And then you'll get to celebrate your first official day as a rebel. Alrighty everyone, so that was a lot, and that wraps up the first half of your new student orientation.
Now be sure to log into Web Campus to join the live academic advising presentation that begins at 3 p.m. Pacific Time.
Now you can access Web Campus course by logging in with your ACE account at it.unlv.edu/webcampus. If you have any questions, you can contact our orientation hotline at 702-774-8004 until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The number is listed right above us as well. If you have any questions after that, you can email our orientation hotline as well. Alrighty, what do you have any last words to say?
Congratulations. We can't wait to officially see you folks in August to finally join the official Rebel family.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations and go Rebels. And by that we mean
go right now over to Web Campus.
Yep. Go over to Web Campus. Bye everyone. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Go over to Web Campus.